So what's up, bro?
How's lunch, fam? Has anybody asked any questions?
No, but it's been shared a few times. Apparently there's some sort of like and subscribe button that you guys can hit. But that sounds really weird saying, as we would actually might have some subscribers. Get your head out of the way.
So what were you saying? Something about subscribers? What? No, when you subscribe, you gotta hit what?
Notifications.
Notifications. And that'll get the next episodes?
Yeah.
If y'all want the next episodes a week. So, I just want to say subscribe and hit
Notifications.
notifications. And
What's it been like the past couple of days?
like in my head or in the world, bro? Like,
I guess both. You've been to a couple of AA meetings.
yeah.
You made contact with some of your mentors, or what do you call it? Just leadership or friends? Friends of sobriety.
I guess my team put together a team. So far, I haven't had contact with one of them. The other one, AA guy, his mother just passed away.
That's not good.
So that's not good. Now my other guy, he's a pretty cool guy. Me and him, we met up yesterday and then a couple of days before, so that was cool. Just got to hang out with him for a little while. It's been good. I got to a different spot. There's people around, easy to stay home and just not pace back and forth, not get antsy, not just get up and leave and go do whatever, drive around. It's easier just to walk out my bedroom door and then somebody right there in my face, just like ask me what's going on or something like that, or just stopping me, getting me out of my head. So, and then I just start talking to that person, hang out, and next thing you know, I didn't leave. So, winning in that way is awesome.
I don't know if it matters or not. It's like what 10.
So, I don't know.
I'm trying to find a place, but there's not a whole lot of light in the camera.
I mean, I don't really care. They can hear us. It's hot.
It's hot.
We're sitting in a van, not moving, so the AC's not working.
AC works a little bit.
It's Texas.
It's
Hot.
hot.
Not that hot.
It's not even hot yet.
I know.
I wonder if I turned it around.
It's only 105 degrees, but it's not hot yet. We're getting there.
Is that better? Not near as hot.
Not near as hot. Whatever. One day's over. It's hard, filming this. I don't know what to say or what to do.
Yeah, we've had some people suggest maybe we could come up with some topics or something like that. But it's always weird coming up with topics. Like, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
When did you start your addiction? How heavy did it get? Things like that. I don't know.
So you would have to ask those questions, bro, not them.
Yeah, well, I mean, but if we came up with those questions, we could answer those questions. But I don't know. I mean, that kind of feels awkward to me. Like, I feel like some of the best conversations you and I have are just conversations that start, not something that's planned.
Hence why it's really hard to just start something when there's a camera. You know what I mean?
I wanted to turn it on when we first started. When we first got in the car.
Well, how about you just put like a hidden camera? And if that way I don't know.
And then we could just have conversations like that?
Yeah, and then later on, like, if it would get big, I can get paid for it, you know? It'd be like The Truman Show. Have you ever seen The Truman Show? You remember The Truman Show?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Truman Show was a good movie. I liked it. Why? Because they set that baby up for failure. Trying to grow out my fro, people, or make it even, but it's not working. Today's the first day I found the pick, so I was too lazy to go buy one, so it was just jacked up in general, and then I found it, so we're okay. We're doing okay. It's just annoying when it's not perfect. So, yeah, started AA. That's different. Went to like 2 meetings to hear everybody talk about everything that I've done, and listening to them and how they seek a higher power through the steps. So that's fun. I guess if you don't know God, it introduces God into it. But since I've, been walking with the Lord for a little bit now, it's easier just to walk in there and understand exactly what they're talking about, and I guess take each step like I'm a born again believer, instead of like I guess I started back over, I guess. I wouldn't say started back over because I know where I am with my walk, but when AA, I guess you have to go back to the beginning and admit, or the first step is wanting to quit, So, I guess that's the phase I'm on. I'm wanting to quit all over again. So still in the mess, still fighting. It's got a little bit easier. Staying out of my head, but the struggles in my life right now are still kind of complicated. So I don't know. I feel a bunch of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, your car's broke down. Your truck's broke down.
You ain't gotta tell them all this, man.
I mean, if you want to know what pressure looks like, right? Because not only are we dealing with the struggles of addiction, we're also dealing with the struggles of actual life. The addiction is just another struggle inside of life, right?
Yeah.
It's only added weight. And when typically, and I don't know this for a fact because we've never really talked about this, if you had stress in life, did you find drugs as an outlet? Or was it just...
Yeah. Like, when you're doing the drug, you don't care about anything else other than the high. So, I mean, and getting higher. That's about it. Then you just tune everything out and you just focus on whatever you put your mind to, really. And you tweak out on that for a good 24 hours. I tell you. Sad. Like video games, people when they tweak out of video games, bro, the thumbs and stuff, like they get blisters. They literally get blisters, bro, because they're playing so much. Oh, it's the fun ones are the ones that start taking things apart. Those tweakers, oh man. Do not take any kind of electronic over to somebody's house like that and leave it.
I'm not in danger of that happening.
You remember how you used to take my stuff apart and not put it back together?
Yeah.
That's exactly how it is. But I don't even know where I was going with that one. I was, I guess, reminiscing
Hey.
about stupid stuff.
It's dealing with your everyday struggles and addiction.
Yeah. So
We're all. I think
I had 3 vehicles. One took a crap. That was dead. I dug that one into the mud. The other one is in the shop, and the other one is in the middle of nowhere in Texas, kind of taken apart. So
we're gonna go pick it up
eventually. We're gonna
Thursday.
pick it up. I would say the day, but he said Thursday, so we'll go with Thursday.
We can push for Thursday.
We can go look at it today.
I can go look at it today.
We
That's
might
not-
go
that's
look
not
at it
bad,
today.
yeah. Well,
Anyways, so no job. I just moved from one place to the other, and so they're kind of hurt tight too, because they, don't know, they're not rich, so
yeah.
it's hard to figure out how to get to and from places, to, I guess, make some kind of food run or something.
Texas just released a lot of the restrictions
So
yesterday, so we can actually move around some more.
and then just, not having money to make decisions like that because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
So it's just worried about your food situation every day, looking for a job, but with, the way to having a car in the shop that you got to pay for. One, that's out in the middle of nowhere that you got to take to the shop to get up and running. It's just your next pack of cigarettes, you don't know where it's going to come from. Or just stuff like that, man, you worry about. So you try to just sit at home and not do nothing. But you can't, because then you don't get nothing. So you I don't know. This is a new spot for me. And it's kind of weird telling everybody, so making it one step at a time, one day at a time. Yeah, my brother doesn't talk much, people. I'm sorry. He just likes to stare.
No, I mean, I could. You want to talk about something?
No, but you got to talk about stuff too, because I don't know what to talk about. This is your podcast.
This is your podcast.
No, this is yours.
One day sober, right?
No, this is yours. Your idea. I'm just.
It wasn't my idea. It was yours.
It was-
Well, okay, it
I
was
don't
my
even-
idea. You came up with a great name.
I
So
didn't
we just
even
came
know
up
I
with
said it was a great name. I just said it's One Day Sober, and then you just, hey, that's a good name for a podcast.
It's a good name for a podcast.
It's not
It is.
that good. That good. It's, I don't know. It's catchy. It's catchy. I like it. It's catchy. Maybe
I think the conversations
it's
are-
weird because you don't know anything that I'm talking about.
You're right,
And
but there
it's
are
hard.
people who do know what you're talking about. And I've gotten several messages from people who said, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
And
well,
they're sharing it.
That's cool, but it's like hard to tell you about it because you're not even supposed to know about it.
Well,
know?
I'm not supposed to know about it because you chose to not let me in.
Well,
And-
because you shouldn't know about this crap. Like, this is crap. That
But
shit
if I knew
between
about
me.
it earlier, I might have been able to help you earlier.
I mean,
We might have been able to walk through a couple of these steps, years ago, right? When things, okay, so on my end of it, I didn't know any of this stuff. And so he was a very high level or high functioning level addict. Always had a job. You always had a place to stay. You didn't really struggle with money, or at least you didn't let me know you were struggling with money and things like that. So from the outside looking in, like I didn't know any of this stuff. I figured you smoked pot, but hell, everybody I know smokes pot, or I knew at that time. And so outside of what you allow me to know, I really don't know any of it. And it's hard for me to help you. Like, it's hard for me to give you advice because I don't even know what advice to even offer. I'm, on one hand, really grateful for this podcast or YouTube video or whatever, because at least you let me a little bit further in. Like, I know that you're struggling with finances, right? I know that you're struggling with a vehicle, and I know that you're struggling with addiction, but outside of that, like, I don't know what your day-to-day looks like. Like, when you said, so I sit in my room and I don't do anything, that sounds like depression to me. And I could tell you, well, sunlight helps with depression. Exercise helps with depression. I can give you that advice, whether you take it or not, that's different. But that's another story.
So, we still don't know what to talk about. I do. I mean, I don't know. I could sit here and tell stories all day long, or I could sit here and just think about how to change my life, but I don't really know how to do that. So, like, I can't really try to help people out. Or
I think you're
just
helping
talk to
people just by talking about it.
So every day I wake up and I fight demons, and so it's a struggle every morning. It's getting better though. I'm doing a lot more like focusing and studying and listening to Christian music and so. But it's that when you first wake up, like it's just like a reset on life. But you still remember yesterday. So if you don't get rid of it, well, I don't know. I think you carry it on to the next day. I don't know if it's baggage. If I go to bed angry, I used to wake up happy. But that was before I even tried to quit doing drugs. So, I mean, now when I wake up, it's like I gotta fight to quit doing these drugs, and in my head, I'm sitting there thinking like, worthless. I'm useless, or like it's pointless. I'm already dirty, you know. Like, what's the point, of getting clean? Or you're already in the mix. You're already messed up. So And if you were happy in that dirtiness, then why, torture yourself to do good?
Those are lies.
Well, of course they're lies. That's why I said it's a battle. I gotta, fight it every day. So, usually about maybe noon, 1 o'clock, I start thinking different. Able to maybe eat. And if I don't beat it, then I don't go to bed at night.
Why is that?
I can't sleep. I'm tossing and turning. Thoughts, hey, you could just take this lie away by just going to get high. Because that's something how I used to fix myself. So like, if I don't win at night, then that urge of drugs comes in stronger and stronger. So then I just stay up all night, shaking my legs, smoking a cigarette, fighting.
Why don't you call me?
Because it's not.
I know that you don't think this is my battle, but this is one I definitely want to stand with you with.
Yeah.
And the more that I know about that, the more that I know about those struggles, the better I can pray for you.
I mean, that's what I'm doing now.
And the more I can speak life into you.
When I'm in that battle, Michael, I don't have time to think about phone calls. I know I need to focus on that, and that's why I'm living with the people I'm living with now, because like I need people there, right then and there, I can't just call somebody because behind the phone I can do whatever I want to do. I could be lying to you and hitting a meth pipe, through a phone call, but face to face is different, It's like a live concert, the music's shitty, but since it was live, it was really good. I've always loved live music, so I can't do phone calls or FaceTime, all that crap, because I could just set it down. I could walk behind the camera and lie to you straight in your face. That's how natural it is, man. That's how natural it is. It runs through me like nothing, man. It's too easy, to get away with. It scares me. That's why I just I'll be better off in some kind of that's talking about stupid stuff. I don't know. Anyways, putting an application in sometime today. I got a friend that said that they were hiring, so I'm not going to tell y'all where or when yet, just because if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But
probably shouldn't be throwing people's names out there like that anyway.
Yeah. Out of weed. That's fun. 1 day sober. Pain in my ass.